There's a big old destroyer-class capital ship just floating out there in space, ready for the picking. And today I'm going to show you how you can get your hands on it for free. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to X4 Foundations with Down to Earth Astronomy. Today I'm going to show you how you can get your hands on a destroyer-class capital ship for free. And obviously this video is going to contain spoilers. So the first thing you want to do is you get yourself a small, fast, probably combat capable ship. But pretty much anything with guns should probably be able to do it. You want to make yourself move in here to the Faulty Logic 7 sector. You can see here we have Holy Vision, we have the highway here, down here in the south. And in Holy Vision you can get a gate into Faulty Logic 1, where you can then head into... Oh, we're now being attacked here. Ha! Got a shock there. We better get ourselves moving then. Okay, so now that we are moving out of harm's way slowly here. As I said, when we're moving into Faulty Logic 7, what you need to do is first to find this defense platform, and then find this jump gate down in this area here. And you can pretty much see where they are. And then what you do is you kind of make a line going due north from the jump gate, when you have in this orientation, until you can intersect a line going due west from the defense platform. So you can intersect here, and then you go slightly down and to the left. I'm going to set a marker there, and we're going to head in that direction. Now, one thing to be careful of is the second of these two sectors, so Faulty Logic 7, which we're in right now. It is covered in mines. There's a lot of minefields here. You can see we have one coming up here in front of us now. Now, I've found in smaller ships, it doesn't really, you can just fly through them as long as you're in fast travel mode. It doesn't really hurt you. At least I haven't really been hit by the mines in these smaller, more nimble ships, so that seems to not really be an issue. I wouldn't recommend going out of fast travel mode while inside a minefield, so just keep that in mind so you don't lose your ship. But we're going to keep heading in this direction towards the travel beacon that we set. And we're going to keep an eye on our radar here, down and in the middle, to hopefully be able to spot the ship. Oh, there we go. It just popped up here on the scanner here. I was almost flying past it. You can see it here just outside this, just out this minefield. It's coming up over here. So we're going to make our way towards that. Now, one thing that's a good idea to do once you're doing this anyway is to have a look at in the local area. So you have a few ships here, hostiles. I would probably recommend that you take these guys out first, because in a minute we're going to be launching a marine to do some boarding of the ship. And if these guys are around, there's a chance that they're going to get in the way and shoot down your boarding party. So I would really recommend that you get these guys out of the way first. So I'm just going to take care of them. With the area cleared of, the immediate area cleared of hostiles at least, we can go ahead and we can move over to the ship. We can see this is an Odysseus Vanguard class ship. And what you're going to do is have this like tower, which seems to be on the bottom of the ship. And you want to move down. You can see the small hatch here. This is where the boarding party will enter. So you can go up close, right click, and you can click claim. Make sure you have marines on board your ship. If you don't have marines, you can't do it. You can't take this ship over in your EVA suit, so you need to remember to bring marines. So I'm going to click claim here, and you can see now that a marine has been launched. Now they can't get into the ship right now because the shields are still up. So just begin firing at it. And the ships often have to drop down to around half shields. It's what I often find to be when it often happens. Or you can keep an eye on it until it turns green, then you should have it. And there we go. It is now ours, taken over by the marine. So we can go ahead and we can request docking, because the clever part about the ship is there is docking bays on board, allowing us to take our ship with us out of here. Okay, so we are docked, and it's time to get this thing out of here. First, let's head into the cockpit. Or in this case, it would probably be more appropriate to call it the bridge. Anyway, what you want to do is, of course, oops, that's not it. We want to get out of here, and we do that through this gate over here. So we're gonna set, you could set destination here, or probably just set it somewhere out here in Holy Vision. It will guide you all the way. Now the problem is, if you fly in a straight line, you're gonna come across a rather large minefield. And since this thing has no shields right now, there's a very good chance that you're gonna lose your engines. If we go and take an external view here, we can see we have 3 engines here, working engines at the back. Because you have no shields, if you get hit by a mine, you will lose your engines, you will lose speed. If you lose all 3 of them, well, you're sitting dark, you're not gonna go anywhere. So, what I found to be good, it was actually recommended to me on a live stream that I tried this tactic, is if we get back in here, you align yourself with the gate, like so, and then you pitch up, and you pitch up quite far actually. So you kind of fly above the gate, and then you can just activate fast travel mode. Now with these ships, it does take some time for the fast travel drives or whatever they're called to spin up. So if nothing happens right away, don't worry, just be patient, and eventually the ship should begin accelerating. There we go. Finally, it takes off. So I'm gonna keep an eye on the distance to the gate, and I'm gonna keep heading upwards for at least a while, until I kind of feel like I have a good distance from the normal plane, so that I fly above the minefield. And what we want to do is to fly up above the mines, come in over the gate, and go straight down on top of the gate. Because it's not that heavily mined there, and we can drop out of fast travel mode pretty much right on the gate and then jump through. Once we're out of Faulty Logic 7 and goes into the other section here in Faulty Logic, there's no mine engines in there, so there we really only have to deal with people shooting at us. And so if we just make sure we get clear before we begin, as you can see here, I'm turning as much as it will. It doesn't really turn in in fast travel mode, so do keep that in mind. But at least for now, just head upwards. I feel like I have enough height now, so I'm just gonna keep letting it turn on its own accord. We have a hostile there, but we're moving so quickly that this shouldn't be an issue. But you can join me once I'm getting a little bit closer to the gate. Okay, so we're slowly approaching the gate here. I didn't align my up perfectly, which you really should have done. Which I really should have done. As you can see here, I'm really trying to fight this thing to get this into the gate. But it looks like I'll have to drop out a little early here. But again, as I'm getting closer to the gate, we can see we are heading into this minefield. So this would probably have to have been a miss by me. So in this case, because I didn't align myself properly, I will have to go out, get some distance here, like I have now, then drop out of fast travel mode. Because you really don't want to drop out close to the gate. You pretty much want to drop out right inside the gate. So make sure your ship is properly aligned before you do it. Because there's so many mines around this gate that if you drop out just in the vicinity of it, there's a very good chance that you're going to hit a mine. So let me get myself like aligned up properly this time, and then start fast traveling. And again, wait for it to spin up, and well, let's see if the second go here is going to be a little bit smoother. Okay, we have a few hostiles at the gate, but that should be okay. As you can see, I'm coming in here, and then there I should be able to drop out, pull back on the throttle immediately, and there we go. Immediately jumps there. Once you get out on the other side, I wouldn't recommend you do anything. Keep the momentum up if you can, and get some distance here from the gate, and just to get you clear of the gate if you can. Get yourself aligned up with the outgoing gate as good as you can, like that, while we're waiting for the drives to charge up here. And here we go. Now we are accelerating, and from this point on, it should be fairly straightforward. There's no mines in this sector, and I do believe we can hit this gate from this angle and get through it. And since we are fairly good aligned, we should be able to go through it in fast travel mode. And then we're in holy vision, and from there you can take the ship with you and do with it whatever you want. As we're making our way towards this gate here, I just quickly want to show you guys. If you look at this, you can see I actually did hit a mine here on the way through the gate. And you can see I now have 1 engine down. So I'm running pretty much on 2 engines right now. I do have repair drones coming out trying to repair it. But again, see what it did to my speed. I was running almost 5,000 meters a second before, and now we're down to 1,650 meters a second. But as you can see here, I'm getting close now. There's a lot of hostiles around the gate. Okay, the drone seems to have been able to repair some of it. Oh, I really shouldn't have been hitting that. Damn it. Okay, I did manage to get the ship back into to fast travel mode here after hitting that that wreck there. It was a bit of misplay. I didn't see that, so do be careful with that as well. But from here on now, hopefully it should be plain sailing to the gate, and let's get out of this sector here. There we go. And as soon as everything loads here, we should now find ourselves in Holy Vision. And that's it. From now you can fly it wherever you want and get it repaired, get it outfitted, and then use it for, well, or sell it. That's really up to you. But anyway, that was pretty much it. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, give it a like. Remember to subscribe to the channel. And until next time, I'll see you guys in space.